Hello, welcome to tiếng Anh 11 I Learn Smart Word Grade 11. It's me Dennis again, and today we will have a very fun day studying Unit 3, Social Issues, Lesson 2.3, Pronunciation and Speaking. Please now turn your book to page 30. So by the end of this lesson, you will be able to pronounce the word to with their weak form ta. And then you will be able to speak about issues that a city needs to solve. Please take a look at today's lesson outline. First, there will be a warm-up activity for you. Then we will practice pronunciation and speaking. Then we will consolidate on the content that we learned, and it's time to wrap up the lesson. So please, let's get started with warm-up activities. Let's do our warm-up activity. Now we work in pairs. Please choose the word whose main stress is placed differently from the others. For example, number 1, A. Can you read it? B, C, and D. Now we pronounce them together. Permission. Permission. Okay, straight on the second syllable. How about this one? B. Influence. Influence. How about number C? Privacy. Privacy. And D. Skyscraper. Skyscraper. You see? A, second syllable. B, first syllable. C, first syllable. And D, first syllable. So you will choose A. Very good. Permission. Now, number 2, please read them to me first. A. Good. B. It's hard, right? C. And D. So what's your choice? You choose A? Are you sure? Or B? Now, let's see the transcription with me first. Okay. So A. Suitable. Suitable. B. Repetitive. Repetitive. And C. Efficient. Efficient. And D. Impressive. Impressive. So you choose A again, right? It's stressed on the first syllable. Suitable, repetitive, efficient, and impressive. So for 3, I read. You notice the stress, please? Benefit, prohibit, emphasize, and summarize. Okay. So you choose B. Prohibit. Very good. Now can you read them to me? A. B. C. And D. So you choose prohibit. While the others is straight on the first syllable. Benefit, emphasize, and summarize. Very good job. Now we do another activity. This time, please choose the word whose underlined part is pronounced differently from that of the others. For example, number 1, I'll do it for you first, okay? A. Rocket. Rocket. B. Column. Column. C. Program. Program. And D. Option. Option. So you see, O underline is pronounced A and O. So you choose C. Program. So number 2. A, you read it to me. Louder, please. Okay. B, please. C, please. And D, please. So what's your choice? My choice is C. Do you agree with me? Let's check. I see. Now, we read together, okay? A, tax. B, dam. C, law. It's all, right? And D, have. Do you see? You choose C, all. And the other sounds are Very good. Okay, number 3. Can you read them to me first? A, B, C, and D. So what's your choice? Let's check together. So A, curfew. Curfew. B, fitness. Right? Fitness. C, founder. Founder. And D, charter. Charter. So B, C, and D's are pronounced and A, U. So you choose A. Very good job. Okay, let's do our first activity, pronunciation. Today you will have to learn sound changes. Please take a look at this. So you see grammar words like to are usually pronounced with their weak form. So when you say it one by one, you say I need to go. But in a full sentence, you often say it like ta. I need to go. I need to go. I need to go. So please practice it. Say it again with me. Ta. 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 Say it. Okay. Now please listen and notice the sound changes of the underlined words. And the underlined words here are to. And remember, I say in a sentence, to will be pronounced with their weak form ta.
Pronunciation. We should ban plastic in order to keep rivers clean. The city banned cars in order to reduce traffic.
Now, can you say the sentences again with me? Keep rivers clean. To keep rivers clean. In order to keep rivers clean, we should ban plastic in order to keep rivers clean. Now, read the sentence, please. Very good. Next sentence. Reduce traffic. To reduce traffic. In order to reduce traffic. In order to reduce traffic. The city banned cars in order to reduce traffic. Can you read it? Very good. Now we do part C. In this part, you listen and cross out the sentence that doesn't use a weak form. So, number 1 or number 2. Listen carefully, please.
Pronunciation. We should have more security cameras in order to prevent crime. My town banned karaoke parties in order to reduce noise pollution.
So you choose 1 or 2. Yes, the answer is 2. They say 2 very strongly, right? So now can you read the first sentence? Good. How about the second sentence? Okay. Now with part D, let's just review the sentences. Okay, please read them with the correct sound changes. Remember, we don't say to, you say ta. Say that 4 times. Ta, 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 ta. To keep rivers clean. To keep rivers clean. To reduce traffic. To reduce traffic. to prevent crime, to prevent crime, to reduce noise pollution, to reduce noise pollution. Now, number one, can you read the sentence? Okay. We should ban plastic in order to keep rivers clean. Number two, please. Okay. The city banned cars in order to reduce traffic. How about number three? We should have more security cameras in order to prevent crime. How about the last sentence? Okay. My town banned karaoke parties in order to reduce noise pollution. So everybody, it's time to practice speaking. So in part A, we take turns asking and answering questions about problems of living in cities. Now please take a look at the three photos like overcrowding, poverty, and lack of clean water. So you ask questions like, what can we do in order to solve overcrowding? Don't say to, say ta, okay? What can we do in order to solve overcrowding? So you answer, we should create jobs in the country so that people will move to cities. I ask you answer, please. What can we do in order to solve overcrowding? Okay, now you ask me first. You ask me first. Remember, don't say to, say ta. Ask me, please. We should create more jobs so people make a living. Now I ask you answer. What can we do in order to solve poverty? Okay, now I ask first, huh? What can we do in order to solve lack of clean water? Now you answer. Okay, you ask me, please. We should install better water infrastructure so that everyone can use clean water. Now this time, I'll ask you first. What can we do in order to solve poor mental health? Okay, now you ask me, please. Remember, say ta, don't say to, okay? Now ask me. We should build more parks and entertainment centers so that people can reduce stress. Now I ask first, what can we do in order to reduce crime? Now answer, please. Now you ask me first. Remember the weak form. We should install more cameras in public to reduce crime. Okay, take a look at this table. You can see solutions and purposes. Now please choose the ideas from the table in order to ask and answer questions about problems of living in cities. For example, I ask, what can we do in order to solve overcrowding? You choose the idea from the table and you say, we should create jobs in the country so that people won't move to cities. You can see problem. Now I ask you more. What can we do in order to solve lack of space? Lack of space. You please answer. We should build more parks so that people have more places to socialize. So how about help poor people find jobs? So what question can you make? Think. Good. What can we do in order to solve poverty, right? Now we answer, we should help poor people find jobs so that they have money to support themselves. Now make one more question, please. Very good. Now I ask you a question. Please find the solution and the purposes, okay? What can we do in order to reduce crime? To reduce crime. What do we do? We should install more security cameras so that we can prevent crime. So it's time to practice speaking, everyone. We talk about solutions for our city. So you are planning for a social studies project. In pairs, choose 4 issues your city needs to solve, and you use the ideas below for your own ideas. We discuss and note a solution and a purpose for each issue. Now you can see there are issues on your left: pollution, high crime rate, high cost of living, lack of space, poor health care system, and overcrowding. So you see here's some solution I have suggested. And these are some purposes. Like for pollution, I say that we improve public transportation so that people use cars and motorbikes less. With high crime rate, solution is to install more cameras to prevent crime. So for high cost of living, I think we should create more jobs so that people can support themselves. How about lack of space? I think we should build more parks so that people will have more places to relax. And for poor healthcare system, the solution is to build more medical schools. Why? So that we can have more doctors to help patients. Okay? So now are you ready to try to ask and answer questions from these ideas? Okay, so let's do it first. What can we do in order to reduce pollution? I think we should improve public transportation. Why? We should improve public transportation so that people will use cars and motorbikes less. Now ask me, in order to reduce high crime rate. Now ask me. I think we should install more cameras so that people will prevent crime. Now I ask, what can we do in order to reduce the high cost of living? Now answer, I think we should. Okay, now ask me. How about lack of space? Now ask me. Okay, in order to reduce the lack of space, I think we should build more parks so that people will have places to relax. Now I ask you, what can we do in order to reduce overcrowding? Okay. Now, from our discussion, please choose the best solution for each issue and share your ideas with another pair to know who has better solutions. For example, you see, we think our city needs to improve the public transportation system in order to reduce air pollution. Now, give me your idea, please. Say it out loud. Excellent. Congratulations, you have completed pronunciation and speaking. It's time to review everything. So now please write a paragraph 80 to 100 words long using the notes that you have taken from your discussion with your partner, and I have shown it here. Okay? So think and write a paragraph. Now, let's see my example. The enormous growth in science over the last decade in Hanoi, in Ho Chi Minh City, in Da Nang, in Cần Thơ has led to radical changes to the way that people live. Although serious problems had arisen as a result of this, there are solutions. One of the first problems is air pollution, is noise pollution, is high crime rate, is high cost of living, is lack of space. So it is important that we need to improve the public transportation system, to install more cameras, to create more jobs, to build more parts, to build more medical schools, so that there are more doctors to help patients, blah 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 blah. You see? Also, we need to grow more trees to improve the air quality. So please put your ideas down and write a paragraph like that. Now, please show me your paragraph. Congratulations, you have finished today's lesson. Let's just wrap up. Today, you learn how to pronounce the word to with their weak form in a sentence. We say t in order to reduce, right? And then you practice speaking. You ask and answer about problems of living in cities. That's it for today. Before we say goodbye, remember to do your homework. So, at home, practice pronouncing to with their weak form t in sentences. Prepare the next lesson, listening and reading on page 32 in your student book, and review on the vocabulary and grammar points in Unit 3. Also, don't forget to play the consolidation games in Tiếng Anh 11 I Learn Smart Word app on worldwideweb.eduhome.com.vn. That's it for today. Goodbye and have a nice day.